I talked about this on another episode with Casey, like maybe last year, sometime early last year. Like, you have to make choices, right? By buying books by authors that are racist, sexist, behaving badly, that don't represent what you think, you believe in, by buying their books, you're supporting them. You need to speak with your wallet.
Yep.
And cut the shit off at the knees.
That's the only way they're going to learn. So, yeah. No, I will not be spending money on racist. I will not be buying their books. Where, you can present, I can't tell you're racist when you're writing this book or you're at these events. It's when, you make these kind of comments or you say little things on the slide, somebody reveals or exposes who you are. So once somebody reveals to you who they are, believe them and take action.
Exactly.
Because they don't change much.
If you wait around long enough or listen carefully enough, they will tell you. And it's your choice to be like, no, I think I misunderstood, or just take it for what it is. Take it at face value.
Yeah, and in the book, they don't care. All they care about is the sales. They don't care. They make those comments, and they're like, they probably don't know. But when people like this, the TikTok people and the people in the book community expose, and we get wind of it, take heed. Time out. Like, we're not accepting this. That's the same thing that kind of happened in the with the romance. What did they call it? When he had all the issues, with romance and black romance authors, once it's exposed,
the WRA kind of thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's the good thing about the support of a good book community or people who are ready to expose. Besides, bullying and wanting to cancel them if they're doing bad, but to get you as an author to cancel a reviewer. Move on.
There's this website, I don't know how up to date it is, but there's a website called The Literary Phoenix.
I will be checking out The Literary Phoenix. Definitely, she will be marked as a favorite whenever I feel like, let me look at some authors
here.
Let me
just peruse it and see what's on there.
And like you said, and use my own judgment, because some things may not apply to me, but it's just interesting for her to to make that list. So I'm very interested in it.
Kind of categorized it by like intensity in her opinion.
Mm-hmm.
How bad is this offense? And again, it's her opinion. You could read something that's in the not so bad category, you'd be like, oh, how dare he or she.
Yep.
So
yeah, but that's good. She's done the homework for some people and for us, and then you take what she her information and use it to best suits you.
Yeah, it's great for people that aren't in the Twitter sphere 24/7 catching all the dirt as it comes up, because some of this stuff, it slides right by you if you're not in that book community all the time, looking at Twitter, looking at Book Talk, looking at Bookstagram. If you're not in the circle of romance, if you're not in the circle of some of this stuff, you will not know. It just slides right by.
Yeah, like me. I turn off my notifications after a while, and then all of a sudden I come back and it's just like, whoa, what the hell?
Yeah. Like, what happened? Shit hit the fan somewhere. What happened? Like, let me catch up. I don't know what happened.
Yes. Yeah. And then you got to do a deep dive. You're like, okay, I'm done.
Right. Like, this is getting crazy.
Yeah. So thank you, Literary Phoenix, for eliminating some of the minutia that I had to swim through. Yeah. Her in Book Tea. Isn't that, what's her name?
Book Community.
Yeah, her. Book Community. She always has
something.
Yeah, she has some good tea, and I'll be looking at Literary Phoenix. So yeah, that's where I get some of my I don't have time to be on Twitter.
Yeah, when she has an interesting title that pops out, I'm like, oh no, what's going on? Oh no.
Yep. And she does a deep dive.
Yeah, here are the receipts. Look at these tweets. Look at these posts.
I'm like, thank you for doing all the homework for me.
Yes, because I'm like, that's a lot of work. And if you want to post all that stuff and glue it all together in one neat, cohesive trail for me to follow, I appreciate it.
I would be more than happy to view and give your YouTube video a thumbs up.
Yes, I will give it a like because you did all that work.
Exactly. That is. Yeah. It's a lot. I remember going through and they were like, oh, it's on Twitter. And I'm like, but by the time I get to the meat, I'm reading all these other comments and I'm like, oh, forget it.
Right.
I don't have time. I just can somebody give me the Reader's Digest version? Thank you, book community. Thank you, Literary Phoenix.
Yeah. Give me the Cliff Notes.
Yes. Thank you. Exactly. That's what I need. And those two people so far, there's going to be my sources.